So today this video is for the verification of the OAuth consent screen. It's a demo video. So the entire OAuth consent screen is in English, and this video will also be available in uh, as a YouTube. I will provide the links. So this OAuth consent screen shows the app name, must show the app name. So this is the app name here, and this is the project. If I add, and then we have the entire OAuth consent screen is in English, and then we have to verify whether the OAuth consent screen URL. So here the for the client ID here, since my project, my app is an add-on and it is not yet published, so this is how I can validate the client ID. So this is the OAuth screen for my application, which is an add-on. Now, if you look at the URL here, so this URL here, it says the credentials. So if I go to the credentials, and then if I click on the client OAuth two client IDs to get the client ID. So this is the client ID, and this is the project number. So you can also see this client ID as part of the OAuth client here. So this is the entire client ID, out of which this part is the project number. Okay. Okay, so now we will be looking at the scopes that I have used in this add-on application. So we'll be going through the sensitive scopes and the restricted scopes. So to begin with, the scope external dot request or external underscore request, which is nothing but this one, and this particular scope. So this scope is used to access the chatGPT AI tool in the spreadsheet. So for example, if we go here and then if we select the set up ChatGPT API key to begin with, we enter the API key here, and then let's suppose in this cell we want to add equals to ChatGPT President of India. So this particular functionality is making use of the scope external, making use of this scope external underscore request. Then the second scope, script app, script app. This allows the application to run when you are not present. So if, for example, if you have triggered, if there is a trigger, if you have scheduled some event, for in our case, if we have scheduled the mail merge to happen at a particular time or an event, let's suppose R, and we give the frequency 1, and then we do the execute mail merge, we broadcast it, and if we broadcast it, it will be executed after 1 hour or after some other scheduled time and dates. Let's suppose if we are scheduling on every month, so that is when these records will be executed. So for that we are making use of script app. So whenever you are not present, still it will help you execute your task. Then we have script.container.ui. So I'm not sure very much about this, but display and run third-party web content in prompts and sidebars inside Google applications. So in this spreadsheet, for example, if we have this, go to this and view document add-ons. So maybe this particular sidebar that we have is consuming the container.ui scope. So I'm not very sure about this. And then we have OAuth documents. So if we have to edit, create, and delete all of our Google Docs, so we can, for that we make use of this. And also spreadsheets. Similarly, see, edit, create, delete any of the Google Sheet or Google spreadsheet. We make use of this scope. So these two scope are almost quite similar. One is for documents, one is for spreadsheet. So spreadsheet, since we are working on spreadsheet, so this is spreadsheet. This is making use of the scope, the spreadsheet scope, and then we have script dot send mail. So send mail as you. So sorry. So whenever you are sending the mail, it is going from your mailbox. So it, uh, it sends the mail from on your behalf. This entire mail merge. And then we have Google Drive, that is OAuth Drive API. So this API is making use of this drive. So for example, let's go here and go to mail merge and click on add attachments. So this is the Google Picker API that is consuming consuming the auth drive scope. So this Google Picker API, for example, we have Google Drive, spreadsheet, all these are views. So everything that you see here is going into the drive, uh, is a view of the drive. So that's why it is we are consuming that scope. We are making use of that scope, making use of the drive scope. Sorry. And then we have upload. Also, we can also upload the files to our folders in the drive or folder, or to our draft mails. So yeah, so that's how we are consuming, that's how we are using the making use of the auth drive scope. Then we have mail.google.com. So this is again, since we are making use of the Gmail services, so we are using this Gmail scope, mail.gmail in google.com. I hope that helps. Thank you. Okay, so now I'll show you how the end user will have to grant the permission so that the add-on can be used. So for example, and the end user will have to uh, grant the permission one time after the end user has installed the add-on. So we go to add-on menu. So let's suppose we click on set up ChatGPT API key. So this is what the end user, this is what the prompt says. The add-on Gmail merge with ChatGPT needs your permission to run in this document. Click continue. And then we select the username, the user who wants to install the add-on. We click on the user. Okay, and these are all the permissions that have to be granted to the add-on by the end user for the add-on to work properly. So scroll down and click on allow. And now you can start using your add-on. For example, ChatGPT. So I hope that is helpful. And just to remind you, this is a one-time activity that the end user has to perform right after installation, and whenever the first time the end user is trying to access the add-on, they will be prompted for this permissions. So yes, so they will have to provide these permissions. The end users will have to provide these permissions to start using the add-on. Thank you.